Hello everyone, this is Ralph from Ralph's Trucking. I've been driving a truck for 23 years. And I want to do a rant. Want to do a little story time. And I want to do some truckers talk to other truckers and other four-wheelers. So, let's cue that intro and let's start this rant for March 5th, 2023. See you in a minute. This rant is about people riding beside truckers for miles. It could be other truckers, it could be four-wheelers. Do you know most tires can explode at any time? How do I know? Do you remember December 21st? I was passing a JB Hunt. His steer tire blew as I got up to him. And the damage to my truck, what occurred as I was passing him driving down the road. He could have lost control and wrecked us both, but luckily he held lane because blowing a steer tire in a semi-truck is the worst thing that can happen. But here's the video of that next when I stopped to show the damage, and I will show what it looks like now 2.5 months later. So let's look at that right now. Time I got close to his steer tire, it started blowing up. You can see right here, rubber. So I'll get call safety and report it. Because it might have messed up the paint right there, I don't know. But I'll do the right thing. I'll report it. First time I had somebody blow a steer tire when I got to him. Luckily he didn't hit me. I lost a couple hours of my life probably. Flashed in front of my eyes. Okay, truckers and cars just likes to sit at our drive tires or at our tandems for miles. It really irritates you when it's a damn trucker that does it. A lot of times, truck drivers get mad when another truck passes them and they hold them out in that left lane for miles. Even though when we were behind them, they wanted to do 63. But when we are, like me, I go 68 on cruise, and when that sensor says I can, and I'll show you the sensor, says I can do 68, I'll do 68. So they'll speed up to 67, and they'll drag race you for miles. And what's it do? It pisses off all those four-wheelers behind the trucker, thinking it's my fault for being out in the left lane passing that other trucker. Or car, could be a car. Happens a lot to cars too. But once you do get in front of that other person, what happens? They slow way down, and in a mile you don't hardly ever see them in the mirror because they go back down to 63. If you want to do 63 down the damn interstate, do 63. Don't get mad when another company truck passes you. I do me, you do you, boo. But one time coming out of St. Louis, about when fuel prices were real high, 8 months ago. Got behind an owner-operator. He was doing 60. I go to pass him at 68. He sped up to 70. I got behind him. He slowed back down to 60. I go past him again. He sped up. Well, you don't pay for fuel. No, idiot. We all pay for fuel. Here's a thing called fuel surcharge. We all have to share. When we buy anything, we pay a part of the transport of the product in the store is for fuel surcharge. There, you dumb idiot. He sped up and done that for a good 50 miles. I wasn't going to do 60 behind the idiot. If he wants to do 60 to save fuel, you do 60, boo. You don't do up and down. That's worse for your fuel mileage. And I was calling him an idiot on the damn CD. Because he was. Got mad because a company truck was going to pass him, an owner-operator. Well, I've seen other company drivers do it too. It's not just owner-operators. But what can happen when one of those tires blow? I just showed you what might happen when a steer tire blew on a truck I was passing him. He got me. 2.5 months later, you still see rubber on the side of my truck. I've had the truck washed 3 times since, and it's not as bad, and I'll show you here in a minute. But let's go outside and I'll show you what can happen. First, what are recaps? Recaps is where they can't do them on steers, but they do them on drives and trailers. Some companies do, some companies don't. Most companies do on trailers or recaps or recapped over. And also a picture right here what a recap looks like. But what does recaps look like on the road? I'm sure you going up and down the highway, especially in the summertime, and you see rubber and tread on the side of the road or in the lane. Truck drivers call them alligators because they look like the back of an alligator. That happens when the recap comes off the tire. Either bad low pressure, overweight. That's why a lot of companies on trailers have tire inflation systems. But tires still can go bad. That's why we're supposed to do pre-trips and walk around to make sure the tires are good. So let's go outside and I'll show you some damage can happen. I got an older trailer and I can show you some of the damage that can happen when the tires go bad. I got to do a pre-trip. So let me turn my lights on. Let me turn my 4-ways on. Let's go outside and have a gawk about and talk. Well, got my hammer. Pretty day here in Missouri. Like I said, it's March 5th, 2023. Next week is time change, if you're watching this video current. So let's walk around and I'll show you some damage that can happen. Alright, blinky blink. Got the quarter panels. First, I'm going to raise the airbag so I can check the 5th wheel kingpin. Let me grab my flashlight. I have the 5th wheel raised up. As you can see, it's a lot higher. It's easier to bump the tires. This flashlight on Amazon. You can direct, make the light. Got different settings, flashing. It is rechargeable. I think I've spent like $22 on Amazon. There's the name on it. 20-some bucks rechargeable, bright light. Well worth the money. Landing gear, a lot of drivers don't roll the landing gear all the way up, which needs to. Wheel was a little under 3/4. Flashy flash. Pins are out. Pin is out. So this is also what the heck. This can happen to when a tire explodes. As you can see, we have tire inflation. It keeps the tires up. Check the lug nut cover, lug nuts, make sure they don't turn. But that is what can happen Lights it. Bad thing about Oklahoma plates, they get real bad. Make sure everything looks good. Like I said, this is 2.5 months later. I'll show photos right after this clip, what it looked like before. A lot of the rubber is gone. Okay, I just showed you the damage from before and after my passenger side. That was from when he blew his steer tire. Many people wreck blowing a steer tire in a semi-truck. A lot of drivers lose control. They're not trained. They're whatever. The one thing I'm always cautious of is my steer tires. But that could happen with your drive tires or your trailer tires. Why do you want to ride beside a truck going 60 plus miles an hour for miles like that? This goes for truck drivers and cars. If I'm doing 68, you want to do 63, you do your 63. I'll pass you, go around you, no problem whatsoever. But that front sensor will not let me get too close. It'll slow me down. So I have to go out before. Don't drag race somebody for fucking miles trying to piss off all the cars behind us. That's all it does. It makes everyone mad. Road rage. Gets people mad. If you want to do 63, you do 63. I want to do 65, 67, 68, whatever my truck allows me at the time. It's what I want to do. I don't want to do your 63. I don't want to do your 60. Don't get mad when another driver wants to pass you and drag race them for 10 miles. Just stay your path, stay in your lane, and go. Now, another freaking peeve gets on me. Leave space before cutting off a car or truck. I look in my passenger mirror. I look in that passenger mirror right there. When, from the driver's seat, I can see both headlights. That's when I start moving over. I have the turn signal on. Use your turn signal. Oh, when I see both headlights, that's enough room to move over. I've had so many cars and trucks. Just 2 weeks ago, I had to slam on the brakes because an idiot trucker in Ohio on I-70, almost into West Virginia, saw I was passing another truck. I was about half a truck length to catch him. This idiot in a blue Kenworth, and I wish I had videotape of it. My company might have, because we do have that camera facing out on our driver lane protection. He started coming up and like, what the heck is this idiot gonna do? He got up to that car and started moving over, even though his trailer tires was at my drives. He started coming over no matter what. I had to slam on the brakes so the fucker wouldn't hit me. Use your eyes, people. Use your eyes. If you need glasses, wear glasses. I need glasses to see distance. I don't need glasses to see close. So, don't drag race somebody. Don't ride beside for somebody for miles on end, because you never know when one of those tires could blow. GC, I did a pre-trip. I checked the tires on and made sure everything's good. We have tire inflation system on our tires, on our trailers. Our newer trucks have them on the trucks to make sure we're at 120 PSI or whatever they have it set at, 110. And if it don't, it'll raise the air pressure up once we push in our trailer brakes. If a tire is off bead, a lot of times it will set the tire back on bead to get you to a location. Now, right now, I'm almost at 80,000 pounds. What makes it harder on tires? You have to be mindful of that. Weather conditions, etc. High temperatures, tires like to break, like to blow up. It's a given. But don't ride beside another truck. For cars and trucks. And when you're passing somebody and moving back over into the right lane, give distance. Don't be a jerk and go right in front of somebody like that idiot at Kenworth on I-70 eastbound 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever the heck it was. Yeah, don't be an idiot like that. And these four-wheelers who loves to pass somebody and then slam on the damn brakes and take that, cut you off and take the exit. Don't be an idiot. And a lot of times the exit lane is behind me. They go around me to take the exit where they could have just rode up beside me on the right lane. Use your noggin, people. Safe driving. Look ahead. Leave yourself an out. That's my rant. What is your comment? What's your thoughts? Do you agree with my comments? Let me know. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, thumb up the video, and I'll talk to you next time. Don't be an idiot.